What's up, Nerfers, and welcome to a video I've been meaning to do for a long time now. Sabre darts are the most accurate, furthest flying and most durable Nerf dart in our hobby. They're game-changing, game-breaking even for manual Nerf snipers like the one I'm holding in my hands here, pushing the limits on how far you can reach out and touch someone with a foam projectile. Unlike other Nerf darts, which are usually 36mm in length, Sabre darts are a little bit longer at 38mm. If you ask Sabre why that is, they'll say the extra length gives them better stability in flight, leading to greater accuracy and longer ranges. Now, despite what you might have been told in life, size does actually matter. There comes a point where size is too big and your pistol won't fit inside. I mean, your darts won't fit inside of your pistol. Any mag and grip blaster struggles to fit Sabre darts because they're just too tight. That's where my idea for today's video comes from. Do Sabre darts actually need to be 38mm, or will 36mm perform exactly the same? And that way you'll be able to use them in any Nerf blaster you like. So I reached out to a fellow Australian who does 3D printing called Karma Charger on the Gelsoft Australia Discord server, and he 3D printed a dart cutting jig by Gel on printables. I'll put a link to it down below. Along with a razor blade from local hardware stores, it easily cuts Nerf darts down to 36mm. With that jig, I cut about 50 of them, just enough to do this test, because if it turns out absolutely terribly, I haven't wasted very many darts at all. And as you can see, the darts are now small enough that you can fill it with white. For my testing rig today, I'm using the exact same Sabre Ultima setup that I used in my gameplay video last week. Notably, up front, I'm using the Akasha Axiom Nerf rifling with the HO4 shroud, which gives a vortex to the air, something you can easily add onto any Nerf Springer and get similar results to what I'm doing today. The first test I did to compare the two was a chrono test, and the results were very interesting. Standard 38mm Sabre darts averaged 307 feet per second, while my cut down ones actually went slightly faster out of the barrel at 312 average, a gain of 5 feet per second. Consistency was basically identical, standard deviation scores of 5 and 6 respectively, but a velocity gain wasn't on my bingo card for today. I'm guessing the 2mm of foam removed helps lower the friction slightly, but how will these compare in the more important tests of range and accuracy? Okay guys, doing the range test now. Got the darts alternated in the mag, short, long, short, long, short, long. 5 of each. I'm also going to not do 45 degrees of holdover today. I'm going to keep it more practical to like what you'd actually use in a game, and only give enough holdover that I could actually still see the target in the sight. Not going to be going 100 meters today, but we'll see which one goes further. All right, let's go find them. Now, when I do find the darts, I'm going to use this nice mural as a target because I was standing right next to that with the laser rangefinder. Okay, I can already see from here, they've all landed at exactly the same spot here. We've got short ones, long ones, they're all kind of intermixed here. Let's see how far these all went. 62 meters with a standard amount of holdover that you would actually use in a game. The extra 2mm doesn't make a single bit of difference for the range. Okay guys, time for the final test and the most important one, the accuracy test. I'm going to be shooting at a 1 meter diameter round target from 30 meters or 100 feet away. First up, to get a baseline, I'm going to use the standard 38mm Sabre darts, and then we'll try the shorter ones. This might look a little bit odd, but I've intentionally shifted the zero off center so it's easier to see the white darts on the black background, so they're not hitting that white cross in the middle. That's a hit. Similar spot to that last shot. Same with that. Little low left. Similar spot. Same with that. And the last shot. There we go. All right, now we try the little ones, see if they are actually worse. As Saber say, the 38mm ones have better stability in flight, better accuracy, better range. Is that the truth? That looked like it went to the target a little bit faster. These seem a tiny bit harder to track, like they are going a little bit faster to the target. It is harder to tell whether these are worse though. That one went a little more to the left. Overall, they seem very similar. There you have it. From a distance of 30 meters or 100 feet away, there's honestly not much difference between 38mm Sabre darts and the ones that I cut down myself to 36mm. Sure, one shot from my cut down ones went a little bit higher and one went lower, but both ended up essentially identical with the main grouping sizes. Keep in mind as well that cutting darts by hand in a 3D printed jig like the one I used doesn't cut the foam quite as straight as factory Sabre darts are. So if the factory made them themselves at 36mm, I can tell from this testing today there wouldn't be any real downsides to the darts. Only positives. I've suggested it to Saber for the next batch onwards to just make Sabre darts 36mm instead of 38mm. Then everyone can use them in every hobby grade Nerf blaster for the best accuracy in springers, AEGs, HPA, and even flywheel blasters. For now though, I definitely suggest giving it a try cutting them down yourself. Find links to the jig that I used, links to the darts themselves, the Akasha rifling, and even the Saber Ultima blaster that I used down in the comments below this video. That's all I have for you guys today. Like, comment, subscribe, and all of that. Here's 2 other videos you might enjoy. And as always, thank you very much for watching. See ya.